What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for coming back to the channel. It's been a minute since I've made a video. I know it's been like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, and you know, I just lack some motivation, and if you want me to be just bluntly honest, I got a little bit lazy, and you know, that's not going to happen again. I plan on getting right back in the YouTube world and come out with video after video after video. So once again, thank you for those of you who have waited and are going to continue to watch my videos even though I was gone for a while, and I hope to gain some new followers on the way. If you guys who have watched any of my videos already, or just like follow me on Twitter at KukaHillNBA, or just like know me at all, you probably know why I'm back now to make a video. My man's Derrick Rose. No, he does not play for Cleveland anymore. This is the old jersey I have, and I can't find my New York Knicks one. But yeah, this is the most recent one I got. I'm sorry. My man's Derrick Rose, the one who won MVP 7 years ago. That couldn't find any kind of offer in free agency after his 18-point season with the New York Knicks. And who got signed to Cleveland and midway through the season got traded, the team he scored 50 on, for that team to waive him. Such a low point of fans videotaping him inside of a high school working out with a trainer, for finally finding a job in Minnesota with his old head coach, Tom Thibodeau. Played the rest of the season for them there and played very well in the playoffs, earning him another 1-year minimum deal with them this past offseason. The same guy that I just explained all that to you just dropped 50 points this week. You heard me correctly. My man's dropped 50 points. It wasn't on some like bad team either. This was on the Utah Jazz, who are a really good defensive team headed by Rudy Gobert, maybe the best, probably the best defensive center in the game. I was watching this game live, and after like the first couple minutes in the first quarter, I went in my group chat and was like, yo, Derrick Rose is looking really good. He's balancing out his scoring with fighting the open teammates. He's looking like probably the best I've seen him all year. Just for some context here, the guy started at point guard this game. Some of you who don't follow Derrick Rose or watch any of the Timberwolves games would probably be like, well, yeah, that's the position he plays. Why is that such big news? It's big news because last year when he signed with them, he was either playing the 2 guard or even the small forward position. And all of this year, he has not played the point guard position, not one single minute. He was still playing pretty well off the bench for him as a 2 guard. But as we all know, Derrick Rose is best at the point guard position. That's where he's going to do his best. You can tell right off the bat how much more comfortable he was as the starting point guard for them. Not just being the starting point guard, just playing point guard at all. How much better he looked, how much more comfortable he looked. You saw it right off the bat. I could sit here and talk to you guys about how he looked so athletic. He looked like 2011 Derrick Rose. He looked like this and that. I could go on with this video talking about all that stuff, but I'm not going to. Because one, he didn't look like MVP Rose. He didn't look like Rose from 2011 or 2012 or even 2013. He just did not. He confuses what he looked like in that game a couple nights ago with how athletic he was during his MVP or his prime years. Just didn't watch him then, because he was just insanely otherworldly athletic then. And while he can still have a good game like this, he's just not going to look like that ever again. I mean, I'm the biggest Derrick Rose fan you can find, and I know this. He's just not going to look like that. The reason why I'm saying this is because we have so many people talking about, oh, it was he looked like 2011 Derrick Rose. Oh, he put on a costume and went back 7 years for Halloween. When he just didn't. He just had a good night. He was feeling it from outside, and he played point guard, and he was much more comfortable and played freely like he should be playing all the time. Why can't we just sit back and say Derrick Rose of now looked really good without trying to compare him to what he was 7 years ago? Because he just isn't. The main reason why I'm not going to talk about how good he looked during the game is this right here.
Rose. And Jim, I haven't checked to see what the NBA high is for point total this year, but it's awfully young in the season. That's one of the most impressive performances of the year in the entire league. As Rose acknowledges the crowd, and he has certainly won over some Timberwolves fans here tonight. Let's get over to Leah Bielson.
Derrick, you can see you're very emotional. A huge victory for this team, and it comes from you and your career high 50 points. What does it mean to you, Derrick?
Everything, man. I worked my ass off, bro. I did this for the franchise, the organization, the fans, everybody, man. I wouldn't be able to play the way I play.
We weren't sure if it was the throwback jersey you were wearing, but you did look like Derrick Rose of old. And what did it feel like going through from beginning to end?
Doing anything just to win, man. I played my heart out. My teammates told me before the game, just play my game. And tonight it was a hell of a night.
What does it say about this team that seemed unnerved when you found out that you were going to be down 2 starters, and you guys jumped right away at the start of this game under your energy and didn't stop at all? What does it say about this team?
We got a young group. My job is to come in, be the veteran, help guys out, and lead by example. You see me talking, it's the most I ever talked to my teammates in my whole career. So it means a lot.
Crowds are thankful for you, Derrick. Congratulations on a huge night. You deserve it.
The whole game live, and the whole game my jaw was dropped because I couldn't believe how well he was playing and how comfortably he was. So you know for damn sure I watched the interview after and stayed and see all the celebrations at the end, and I saw him getting teary-eyed toward the end of the game before he hit the game-saving block. And you know for sure that a tear was shed from my eye watching that interview. After watching that interview and seeing how emotional he was, seeing that after knee surgery, after hearing all these people talk about how trash he is and saying how he doesn't deserve to be in the league, he shouldn't be in the league, you're not a good basketball player anymore, and then get hit with another injury, and then have nobody believe in you, and to hit absolute rock bottom after being at the top of the league and never giving up. Never once did this man give up. He could have had, like he says all the time, he has the money to go walk away. He has his kids to think about. He can just leave right now with his kids. He has so much money, he doesn't need the money anymore. He does it because he strictly does not want to give up and let the injuries tell him it's time for you to go. He wants to go out when he goes because he loves the game. He was traded from his hometown city where he won MVP in. He was released by the Utah Jazz. He wasn't even given a shot to be on that roster. They just said, we didn't want you. And then he sat for a month without a team before signing with the only guy who ever believed in him. And he's had no one believe in him even since then. Even after his playoff success that he had last year, nobody still believes in him. No one thought that he should even be in the NBA still. And he continues to fight and prove his doubters wrong. Watching that interview after the game, even I shed a tear. I had to go grab the tissue and stop blowing my nose. That was incredible watching that live. It was one of the best things I've ever watched happen in my life. What Rose did the other night was just an inspiration. It's just something for kids to look up to. This guy, like I've said throughout the video, he's had people just give up on him. He's had injury after injury when he should have easily walked away years ago. He could have easily walked away with all the money, but he refused to give up. That is the definition of resiliency. And that's something that any kid, any person, even adults, could look at and say, look, that guy never gave up. There's my motivation. That guy had every reason to give up and never once did he give up. What's my excuse? Derrick Rose has always been my role model and he always will be. And for reasons just like this, he gives me no reason to not continue to do YouTube videos, or there's no reason for me to say, oh, I'm too lazy for this, or I don't want to keep doing this, or I'm going to give up this. What's my excuse? This guy has had everything go wrong for him and he continues to fight. That is motivation for me. That is someone I can look up to. That is something I can look up to. And he will continue to be my role model for this exact reason. And the fact that it finally paid off for him on the big stage in front of everybody, 50 points, a career high, and have everybody celebrating it, all his peers and everybody talking about it, was just amazing to see. This week, Derrick Rose dropped 50 points. This week, Derrick Rose proved the doubters wrong. This week, he shut his haters up. And this week, he showed every person on planet Earth why you should never give up, why you don't listen to those who hate on you and talk down on you, why you don't listen to any of them and you always keep going. Because it's never worth giving up. You keep going until you say you can't go no more. And that's all I've got to say today, and this video might have leaned a little bit to the emotional side, just a little bit, but I feel like that's really what it appeals to, and yeah, that's all I've got to say today about it. If you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and comment below your guys' thoughts, how you felt after the D-Rose game, how you felt during watching it, how you feel about the interview, and how you feel about Derrick Rose's story in general. Go ahead and let me know all of that in the comment section below. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me so you can get any updates anytime I upload any new videos, and I promise I will be coming out with lots of new content from now on. For any of you guys who have been loyal and been watching me since the beginning when I was using no lights and no green screen, even though don't see a green screen right now. For any of you guys who have been loyal, I promise, and I'm sorry that I haven't been coming out with videos, and I promise I will continue to come out with some new ones from now on. Before I get out of here, let me just make sure to tell you guys where you guys can find me. I'm still a writer at pistonpower.com. Go ahead and check that out so you can see all my work. I'm also a writer now at truckthoughts.com with my friend Joe. He's the runner of the site. I'm writing for him now. And also, we do a podcast now for #basketball. You can find it on any of the little podcasts, however you guys listen to podcasts like iTunes, Stitcher, however you guys find them. You guys just look up #Detroit Pistons. I look up #Pistons when I want to re-listen to see how I sound. Just look up #Pistons and you guys will see me and my friend Joe talk about the Pistons and other things sometimes throughout the NBA. If you guys are looking that stuff up and you guys can't find it, I'll be sure to put them in the bio down below. So go ahead and check that out. I'll link all those down low. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you, D-Rose, for dropping 50 and proving your haters wrong. Thank you for motivating everybody out there. Once again, thank you guys for watching the video. Hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, y'all.